Might be a good time to see what Solus thinks of all this.
The Dalish prisoners escaped safely?
We got them away free and clear.
Good.
I do not know how you have found your dealings with the Dalish.
Whatever my frustrations with them, it was a privilege to be able to help our people again. Thank you for allowing me to help. Chance to infuriate Elganon was a reminder of simpler times.
You and Elganon were really tearing into one another back there.
I needed to goad him to anger in order to distract him. But yes, while all of the Evanuris were monsters in their own ways, Elganon was the worst. Or perhaps it is more honest to say that his were the faults I found most objectionable. You have met him now, heard his voice hammering at the doors of your mind, and you have met me. Can you see how he and I might frustrate one another?
The way the two of you argued, it didn't feel like enemies. It felt like family.
How so?
Family knows you better than anyone, and that can be good or bad.
I had not thought of it that way. But yes, we had centuries to stoke the fires of our hatred. I saw his rise to tyranny coming, and could not stop it. And he saw me disrupt his plans for dominion time and time again.
All right. I can see how you and Elganon would hate each other.
He has always been what I most feared becoming. Callous and uncaring, his arrogance unchecked. To have that much power and no one to remind him that he could be wrong.
Well, he had you.
And I suppose I had you.
We would have had a hard time getting out of there without your help.
I did not spend this long preparing you only to lose you to Elganon's machinations. No, I am sorry. That was poorly said. You have earned better from me.
Okay.
When we first met, I saw you only as a foolishly confident child who disrupted my plans. You were an irritant. I gave you information to oppose Elganon out of necessity, but I expected you to be nothing more than a tool. Seeing you with your team, I was wrong.
I'm impressed you got that out without choking on it.
If I could not admit when I was wrong, I would be no better than Elganon.
Your team trusts you, and you listen to them. It is impressive and enviable. You work together with a camaraderie it took me centuries to build in my rebellion.
So what do we do next?
Elganon and Gillenane are preparing the dagger they will use for their ritual to pierce the veil. Elganon's power is tied to light and darkness. He will need to perform a ritual during the next eclipse.
That gives us some time to prepare.
It is likely to be your last chance to do so. You must be ready for whatever comes, for this world and for the team that trusts you. I know that you will do everything in your power not to fail them.
So now Elganon's recovered his own archdemon, and the gods only need an eclipse to complete their dagger.
We saved the Dalish, though. That's important.
But now Elganon's immortal.
so long as his archdemon lives.
And we all know how hard those things are to kill.
We killed Razikale, didn't we?
After losing hundreds of wardens. And it took a centuries-old trap to do it. We don't have either of those. Not anymore.
Just when you think the tide's in your favor, it turns right back.
Okay. We always knew this was going to be hard, right? And yeah, maybe it's a little harder now. More than a little. But either we stop this, or all of Thedas falls. So we see it through. All the way. Because no one else is going to.
Nice speech, Rook. But it's hard to complete a contract if you don't know where the target is.
We found the gods before.
Not without help, we didn't.
So we get help again. We've got allies everywhere now.
I can think of a few options, but I'm open to suggestions.
Wardens have run dry. Nothing new is moving in the deep roads.
And the Veil Jumpers couldn't find any trace of Elgranon or his archdemon.
The crows may have something. The Antam are moving large quantities of supplies out of the city. Weapons, armor, gatlock. And food. About half are remaining provisions. Enough to feed the Antam navy.
Given the timing, it seems unlikely to be a coincidence.
Wherever those supplies are headed, that's likely where we'll find the gods. Any more details from the crows, Lucanus?
They said the Antam have long work ahead. We have time. Also, Biago would like a meeting. At your earliest convenience. From him, that means important, but not yet urgent.
We've got options for what we do next. Figuring out where the Antam are taking those supplies should put us on the gods' trail.
Not to complicate things, but the Inquisitor also wants to meet Rook.
Right. With everything she's been doing in the south, we owe her an update.
I'll let her know.
Despite the odds, we've survived. We made a habit of it. Take some time. Rest. Be ready to go. Next time the gods appear, let's make sure it's the last. Mana, hello. I assume Vorgoth's not far,
We
but...
have her, Rook. We have her. We know exactly what she's planning.
The professor asked us to research the artifact that came into the possession of Johanna Hezenkos.
She carries a gloaming lantern.
That bad as it sounds?
They were fashioned in ages past by unscrupulous necromancers. The lanterns steal and concentrate life.
Johanna could use it to leech life from hundreds at a time. An endless source of power.
A lantern that sucks the life out of people.
Their very souls. But we know where Johanna will be.
She has returned to Blackthorn Manor.
Hezenkos intends to hold a soiree.
That can't be her whole plan.
No, but I propose a small group infiltrate Johanna's lair while she's distracted and destroy her lantern.
Let's do it.
Vorgoth and I must return to the necropolis.
Hunt well.
If only we could make Johanna see reason.
You tried before. She seems stubborn.
Perhaps that's why she attained immortality, while I quake on the threshold. If I make my own bid for lichdom... Oh, it's no use pretending this hasn't stirred up that old dread of my own mortality.
That can't be fun.
I'd hoped it would pass. No. Johanna was never beset by these sort of fears.
Little fear's healthy. You'll feel better once we crash her lair and destroy that lantern. Promise.
Not good. Not even a little bit. Rook, we have to go. We might already be too late.
Slow down. What's happening?
The artifact. Remember how I told you that I'd know if they started another ritual? They did, and it's big. Really, really big. Arlathan big, maybe.
You sure?
Completely. Nothing else explains that resonance.
We really like going towards the bad thing instead of away from it.
It's not time for jokes, Rook. Sorry, I didn't mean to... I'm sorry, but it's bad.
So let's go stop them then.
Right. Let's hope they aren't very far along.
And if they've had the chance?
These rituals need an anchor with a physical body, so not a spirit or whatever Anaris is, which means Syrian. And there's only one way to free an anchor.
Then let's not waste any time.
Rook, I've compiled the last reports from an informant. You remember our talk with Rana? She had a lead on Alia's location. A place called Sanctum Lucican.
A lost to Vinter Temple, right? Does this mean you found it?
I'm pretty damn sure.
Of course you found it. And you were worried.
A bit early for the past tense.
So, where is this place?
The Mirathas Catacombs, an underground temple to the god of night. It was sealed off and forgotten under a derelict building outside the Thread Market. I've had an eye on the catacombs. Alias haunted them before, but they span the city, endless twists, hidden passages. It's too much to sweep alone. Thanks to Rana's information, I was able to drop the right hints, ask the right questions. Now we've got a sanctum.
Are you ready?
Not much of a choice. Docktown's on edge. People are missing. The Threads are putting up a fight against Alia's followers, but they can't last forever. Alia's a powerful blood mage now. If I let her finish the ritual, no more chances.
So, what's our next move?
Meet at the Swan, put the last pieces in place after that. We'll see.
Rook, Efka and Antoine sent word. A warden's arrived at Lavendel with news. He might have a lead on Isaiah.
Then we've got to get to Lavendel.
Agreed. Thanks.
Hey, just thought I'd check in, see how you're doing.
I'm all right, I think. Thanks. I think I just need some time to think and sort things out.
It'd be kind of surprising if you didn't.
I still remember every moment of it. Suffocating under the weight of the Titan's pain. I couldn't see a way past it. And all I wanted was for the rest of the world to suffer too. And then everyone was there. And that's when I knew we'd be okay. That I'd be okay.
I know you would have done the same for me.
You showed me that my anger doesn't have to destroy me. That it could be a gift in my fight. And yes, if you ever need me like I needed you, I will be there. That is my promise to you. You know, I think about Solus sometimes. He's been trapped by his mistakes for eons. When you're blinded by sorrow and pain, you need someone to help you past it. But he's too proud for that. He believes he's alone, even when he doesn't have to be.
He'll never ask for help, but that doesn't mean we can't offer it anyway. Do you think he can be helped?
Varric tried to talk sense into him. And look how that ended. Even the Inquisitor thinks he's too far gone, and we're past the point of talking. But part of me doesn't want to believe it. Because it means that there's a point when you have to give up on someone. It means you could have given up on me.
Hey, I got word from my mother. She wants to talk.
Have you talked with her since?
Nope, not since I told her I was non-binary. But her note said she wanted to talk about that tablet we found, the old Kunari one. Of course that's what she wants to talk about. We can go whenever you're good.
I'll let you know. Hey, Antoine. Evka.
I can still hear it. Though it is giving me a headache.
Please be careful.
With the container? It's very sturdy. I tested it.
What? When? And how?
Am I interrupting?
No. Our study of the new Blight continues.
We know the gods changed the Blight. We think it changed more than they realized, or altered itself after.
It's answering to something other than gods.
Okay. That's not good news, but you're making progress with your studies.
Yes. Well, there's more to learn, but yes.
So what's the Blight answering to?
Remember the strange call I heard after the Lavendale battle? It was here, in the wetlands.
We think the source is out a ways, towards the redoubt.
I can tell it's something large, rooted. A construct of the Blight itself. An eruption controlling the rest. What that could mean. Everything that calls the Blight impacts the Wardens. We withstand it. But gods, archdemons, it all adds strain.
If the eruption calls the Blight, then it could mess with us too. Spark the calling sooner. We'll lose ourselves, along with the wetlands.
So how do I help?
Figured you'd be in. Remember those samples you found when we first arrived? Based on our studies, Antoine made an alchemical flame. It's impressive. It should destroy the eruption.
Theoretically. At least the last batch was stable. Mostly.
But if the eruption's controlling the Blight and it gets attacked, then the Blight around Lavendale might respond.
Yes, its roots are everywhere, and spreading. I can feel them.
These people can't lose their Blight experts. I can go after the eruption.
While we guard against nasty side effects here.
Stay safe. Or as safe as you can.
I've no fear when Evka's at my back.
You've always got me.
The Blight poisons so much. Water, plants, animals, people. Some would call the wetlands dead already. But they're not. It's not too late. Whatever the eruption means for the Wardens, we can leave this place better. It's what we're supposed to do.
We'll take our stand in the sheltered glade. Meet us there when you're done.
We've got company.
Light's distracting them. We're not alone. And I've got a bad feeling about our company.
Take whatever you find.
I see our company on it.
No witnesses. Take whatever's on them.
To full throttle works for me.
One for us. There's definitely something in here. Something wrong.
Let us know when this goes from bad to worse.
The eruption's on the other side of that barrier.
We'll need to cut off the tendrils to break through.
And fight a few darkspawn on the way.
Before more darkspawn show up.
Still standing, not bad.
A tendril! It's attached!
Up on the ledge. We can get at the tendrils from there.
A ballista!
Well, that could be handy.
We're through.
Let's see what's at the heart of this.
What is it? Is that the Blight eruption?
Then Hedith.
The Darkspawn are protecting it. We need to take them out. Catherine?
I can hear that eruption. The Blight's spreading. We need to stop it.
Now there's a nice shot.
The eruption's not happy. Just keep fighting. We're not falling to it.
Keep going.
We won't give in.
This is it. Let's get that eruption.
That's been sorted.
All right. We strike and the whole thing goes up. All right. Time to destroy this thing.
trees from the wetlands are unique. Is that lumber imported? You really don't want to find out? Go on. After everything.
They aren't blighted. Were they dormant?
Maybe. They're beautiful. Much like you. Ah, Rook. Hi.
We knew when you hit that eruption. The blight around Lavendel reacted. And there was a sound in it. Like nothing we've heard before.
What happened in there? What was it like?
Well, I took care of the target, but that was not a typical contract.
A story for your crow friends.
Yeah. Not sure how Viago will react to this one.
When the eruption was destroyed, some of the bigger tendrils pulled back. The remaining blight won't vanish overnight, but it's a good sign. And this place opened up.
The flowers here, they managed to survive, buried, untouched. They have a chance to return now.
That's incredible. I wasn't expecting flowers.
It's what we're here to do, to make this possible again.
We thought the Grey Warden's purpose would end when the last archdemons died.
And that time's almost here. It's unbelievable!
The Order is those of us left now. When the archdemons fall, some wardens will hang up their swords. Until their calling, at least.
So the wardens are finished?
No, our numbers may get smaller, but Efka and I will be here. Others will stay too.
There's still blight in the world. There's something new calling to it. And to us.
There's blight inside us too. If it changed out there, have we changed as well?
What matters is that if new evils show up, we'll be here to keep them back.
I'm sure you'll be fine, but if there's anything I can do, just say.
Of course. It's good we answered your first letter. And it didn't catch fire.
What?
It may have come close to an explosive, but we all met in the end.
The blight feels relentless most of the time. We see what it does up close.
The world dying, how it spreads. But we keep going.
And look, these flowers can make it back.
They really can. And they're beautiful.
I think so.
Lavendel was named for flowers. They must have been everywhere before. When we get back.
We can stay here a bit longer first.
Oh, yes. I thought I heard birds earlier. Maybe we can find them?
The wetlands...
We'll practice balls next.
Lucas Chryson, one of our own. He left on his calling months ago, then stumbled back in last night.
Have you met him before?
In passing, yes, but no more. He spent most of his time in the eastern garrisons, and then left for his calling.
That's one tough warden.
I've never heard of this before. Someone coming back.
Except the Gloom Howler. Warden Chryson, can you talk? What happened?
The dead aren't dead.
Who isn't?
The Deep Roads. The elf wants vengeance. She's planning a crusade.
Isaiah. A crusade against who?
Grey Wardens. All of us.
Her ideas just get better by the minute, don't they?
She's dangerous. Gathering her forces. Griffins are there. How much time?
Lucas?
Antoine, I need to know where he came out of the Deep Roads. It's time we flush the sewers. This is it, where Warden Chryson came back from his calling. Easy, boy.
He senses Darkspawn?
That, and the Griffins. This is your time, boy. You're ready for this. Hunt. Don't go getting a big head, boy. I mean it. You watch those tail feathers of yours. The second you feel Darkspawn breathing on them, you hide.
So, why would the Gloom Howler...
Isaiah.
Right. What's her angle? Why bring the Griffins to the Deep Roads?
She was a Grey Warden. Last anyone heard, she disappeared down here.
After using blood magic on her own Griffins.
And she's still at it. The Archdemon blood she took from the cauldron, that's the end of Hassan's family if we don't stop her.
What's your name, Warden?
What is this place?
Sanctuary.
It reeks of Darkspawn and Blight.
Embrace it, and it will embrace you. The calling is not the end for Grey Wardens. You're no Warden. You're not allowed.
My friend here's a warden. I'm sure he's up for it.
So's my sword.
Show him what it can do. It didn't have to be this way.
Only true believers shall pass.
You're a warden. Keep your oath.
White Hout shall never fall.
What are you talking about?
Our blades defend the world.
It feels wrong fighting other wardens.
What has Isaiah done to them?
I don't know, but the Blight's taken hold. Hassan, you okay? Good. You're doing fine.
Where are we anyway? Doesn't look like the Deep Roads I know.
They're building something down here. It's almost like
Like what?
A corrupted version of Weishaupt.
Darkspawn, at the bridge!
Let him have it!
We've got Darkspawn!
And Wardens.
Fighting together? Warden, what's wrong with you? For Weishaupt. You conspire with fiends of darkness? Snap out of this, Wardens. You say it's evil. You're following a monster.
Quite the fortress they're making. It's got Weishaupt written all over it.
Even blind still great Wardens. Old memories linger. Echoes of them anyway. Twisted by Isaiah.
First Warden.
Rook, I'm never to be rid of you.
What happened? I thought you died.
I'm sorry to disappoint you. Gillenane did her worst. Then she found me.
The Gloom Howler? Isaiah?
Nothing will stop me. We'll defend Weishaupt to the death.
Weishaupt? You mean this place?
It stood for centuries. None will breach its defenses.
Isaiah's messing with your mind. None of this is real.
victory will be real enough. Send reinforcements to the north wall. Rally on my signal.
What are you talking about?
The Griffins will repel these invaders.
Where are they? What did you do with them?
Stop questioning my orders, Warden. 50 lashes for insubordination.
He's just like the others. He's too far gone.
What do we do?
Set him free. Even he deserves some mercy.
These wardens are lost.
Found a blueprint for Weishaupt. The real one.
Must have used it to build this place.
Hassan! Where are you, boy? Stay safe! We'll find you!
They built Weishaupt's dungeon down here.
Well, that's something.
Darkspawn army. I know. I missed you too, boy. I promise I won't disappear like that again. No, I didn't bring any gingerwort truffles.
Blood ritual starting. She'll blight the griffin.
We have to get in there.
I don't see the griffins.
They're up at the top. No time to lose. We have to get this gate open, or they'll all die.
We interrupted the ritual.
Hit her while she's vulnerable. Kill Asaya.
And now more blight boils.
We have to clear them out to get up to the griffins.
The tyranny of Grey Wardens has come to its end.
Something's ready.
Wardens, we don't have to fight. Asaya's the real enemy.
We defend Weishaupt.
This isn't Weishaupt.
The griffins.
Destroy those who will destroy our cause.
Touch him and you die.
I'm giving him his freedom
How? By killing him?
by releasing him.
We know who you are. Asaya. A Grey Warden who lost her way. You blighted the Griffins. You doomed them.
The Wardens doomed them by their own decree. I saved them. The eggs. These are the future, with blight in their veins. The Griffins will be immortal. The Wardens will never harm them again. I will be their shield against the pain.
I'm sorry you were forced to hurt them, but it won't make today any better.
You're a Grey Warden. Act like one. Be the light in the darkness. You'll die, here and now.
The darkness offers protection. So it must be.
A sword, like an arrow! Who's ready to go home?
I'm guessing all the shouting means they're happy.
For once, it's not about food. The trick is keeping the Feather Brigade happy.
What do you have in mind?
I was thinking I'd ask my good friend Rook for advice. I'm too close to this. Too attached.
Davrin, they're hungry and staring at me. That one's salivating.
Let's do this. I asked you all here to make a decision. These griffins need a home, a purpose, a future. Evka, tradition would say they return home with the Grey Wardens, continue their lineage as warriors fighting the darkness.
We're already preparing the Eyrie for them. This time, we vow they'll be treated with honor and respect.
But I've also seen another side to them. A protective side. It's only fair to consider a new path. Eldrin?
Arlathan Forest needs a guardian. Sentinels to fight the marauders, the poachers, the rot. I'd be happy to train them.
And now the tough part. I trust all of you. I don't trust myself, my judgment. I'm too close to them. But I do trust Rook. He risked his life for these griffins. Whatever he feels is best, I'll agree to.
Really? You sure?
No doubt.
When I think about Grey Wardens, griffins are everywhere, on shields, flags, banners. Then Hassan showed me why. They're fearless, brave, and unstoppable. They're your brothers and sisters in arms. Their home is with the Grey Wardens.
Well said.
Thank you. We're a family again.
Hassan. I love you, boy. I want to lose you. They're your family. I understand if you want to go with them. It's up to you. Bye, boy. Welcome home. Now, how about thanking Rook for all the help?
Come here. Wait, what's that you say? I can ride you all over Thedas when you're big enough?
Hey, now.
That's what he said, I swear.
Yeah?